Hello and welcome back. This is episode 8, and it's been a little while since the end of last episode. If you remember, we left off talking about one more way to help replenish the nutrients in your soil, and we're going to talk about that right now. It is kind of just the sun's, I think, setting, so we're going to have to do this quickly. I found this sylvite while I was out exploring, and if we put that in the quern, and grind it, you can get fertilizer. Quick mention what I did just now. I used the new axe, cut down some more trees, and just finished off the floor here. Alright, let's go check out the fertilizer. Oh man, frame drop. I think this is what you get for trying to render a video while you're recording. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do this, but I've left this a little late. The video that last episode needs to go up by 6 p.m. today, so got to get that done. All right, here's our fertilizer. Let's grab our hoe. Oh, that was the right mode. Alright. So you'll remember that it actually, when it gets down to nothing, it turns yellow. That yellow is actually representing your fertilizer on the block. So let's pick a block that we want to fertilize. How about, I don't know, how about, yeah, let's do this one. Alright, so right click with our fertilizer, and we have to wait a little bit. You know, actually, I think it actually happens on its next growth cycle, next time it ticks. So, let's do it on a few of them, and we'll come back in a little bit to see if it's made any difference. Yep. Here we go. And we'll do it on the tomatoes. Do it over here. Oh, whoa, there we go. So you can see it actually just elevates everything by a yellow bar, which represents the fertilizer. There we go. There was the tomato, right? Which one was that? Oh, there it is. And this is barley, I believe. Which one was it? Oh, there, it was this one. Ooh, yeah, that frame drop. Yep, there we go. So we can actually put this hoe back and head back home. So I think it's a real question of what we want to do today. Our sheep are still pregnant. They will be pregnant for a little while. I believe it is a 4-month pregnancy. Subject to change. You know, it's most likely going to be, correct. I believe sheep don't give birth in 4 months. I believe it's a little longer than that. Yeah, that'll change eventually. So I've chopped down some of the trees, replaced them. Alright, gotta decide. You know what I can do quickly? I have these sequoia planks. I did mention last episode that I was going to show you how I made those fences. So we're going to do that really quickly. Grab these. Alright, so the fence itself is pretty simple. It's just like this. You get 6 of them, so that's 4 logs on the side, 2 planks down the middle, and there is another recipe. If we take one of these, actually going to take another one of those, and in fact a third one Okay. Yeah, please don't be like that. No, hang on. What am I doing? Guys, bear with me for a second. Getting my own recipe. Alright. So, 2 plank blocks down the middle. Planks on either side, and that will give you a fence gate. Alright, I really don't want to leave these as planks because I don't want to use them as planks. So we're going to cut them, or plank blocks, we're going to cut them back. Did I take you from here? Yes, I did. Alright. So, you know what? I really want to get these windows done, so I'm going to need glass. How far away is the coal? I don't really see it. It is somewhere over there, though, right? Let's check out waypoints. 3,200, 13,500. That's not terribly far. I was just thinking because I'd like to make a forge to cook up some glass. I don't think we really need a forge, but in fact, you know what? We really don't, to be honest. To make the glass, it would just speed things up. I want to have a window here, and here, and here. You know, just 6 windows. Ooh, the sheep. Oh, hey. The sheep have their wool back. Which means we can shear them again. You can make, if you can get your hands on some wrought iron, you can make proper shears. Just like in vanilla. Which will get you 1 extra wool every time. So, if carpets are something you want and you don't have many sheep, might be something you want to invest in. Alright, let's grab our spindle. There we are. I do want to get some more carpets, and that might mean actually digging up that hematite vein. I don't know, it seems kind of funny, the idea of getting iron ore just to make dye. But I do want my red carpets. I'd actually also like to have the red carpet down here as well, kind of leading up to the stairs. I think that'd look nice. I'd really also have to move this chest. It belongs against the wall, not in the middle of the floor. Kind of mirroring that one. So many things. Actually, I think something that we really need to get started on is getting an anvil. You know, we've been dragging our heels here. We need to get a copper anvil. So we're gonna go mine out some of that copper ore from the mine, and we're gonna get enough to make 14 ingots, and we're gonna make an anvil. Alright, so I will be right back when we have that. See you then. Alright guys, welcome back. We've mined 32 plus 8 is 40. So that's all we need. However, this is going to be interesting. I think we actually have we have dacite. Yes, this is what we need. We should also where are you? There we go. Grab the hammer. Should clear out my inventory, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. Because there's a lot of stuff that we don't really need. Get rid of you. You can go in there. Actually, we will need quite a bit. Let's grab the empty one back. We can just shove our ore in there. So the reason I got 40 is because we need 14 ingots. Each of these are 35, which means that 4 of them makes 140 units. So 40 of them will make 1,400, which is 14 ingots. All right. So we have our oat grain, our hammer, have our dacite. Eat some maize. Alright, I'm a little worried though, because we are going to have to be doing this pretty fast. I'm worried about the lag from that video rendering. Which I'm going to attribute. I'm going to attribute to that because that's the thing I'm pretty sure is causing it. We don't have a forge, so I really want to be able to get all of this done without having to, like, without losing any of the copper. I think we can do it though. So we're gonna make some molds. We won't need to make a crazy amount. So yeah, that should be fine. Well, yeah, no, that'll be fine. Which means we need 16 of these. We're going to need some more of those sequoia logs. I'm going to have to refill this pile soon. Alright. Let's get our two. Ooh, we have some berries. I do like my berries. Alright, so let's get these started. Where's my vessel? Here's my vessel. I don't think we're gonna actually be able to do these this episode. I don't think. What time? How much time do we have left? We have. We have like 12 minutes. Yeah, that won't be enough time. So we may have to start these. Maybe, I don't know, because I think we'll have to want to do these next episode. Next episode just may be all about making that anvil. Which I'm actually going to show you the entire process of. In fact, actually, if that's the case, if we're going to actually making the copper anvil next episode, I may be able to show you guys how the anvil works this episode, which I think is worthwhile. I want to have this. I think we can do it right here. So we need an igneous rock, raw stone. We have dacite. Put that there. Right click it with the hammer. Thank you. Hammer time. We're going to put the bronze hammer right there. It could be stone, could be copper. We're going to use bronze because I'm quite sure we're going to be going through. We're going to be using a lot of the durability. So I wanted to have a lot here. Like, so okay, I can show you. We could be using a stone hammer. You don't actually the type of hammer. Like, you don't need a certain type of hammer to do for any type of anvil. You can always be using a stone hammer, but it's going to run out of durability pretty quickly. So, as long as there's a hammer here, your stone anvil will always stay as a stone anvil. If we took it out, see, it'll just return to normal stone. So we're going to put that in there. Alright, so I can show you how what the interface represents. The sheep are a little loud, but we're going to ignore them. So we have 4 red buttons: light hit, medium hit, and heavy hit. Heavy hit and draw. We have 4 green buttons: punch, bend, upset, and shrink. and they will move the green cursor to the right and left on this bar. The red buttons move it to the left, the green buttons move it to the right. Light hit will move it the smallest amount, draw will move it the farthest amount, and same with punch and shrink. And so you're going to put an ingot in here. You're going to push this button. It doesn't do anything right now, but if there was an ingot in here, pushing this button would allow you to select from a list of buttons the exact tool or object that you want to make out of all the available ones for that ingot, or whatever you've put in here. So, for example, if we wanted to make a pickaxe, for example, and we had the right tier of anvil, because you can't actually make a copper pickaxe on a stone anvil, we'd put our heated copper ingot here. We'd press this button, we'd select the pickaxe, and a number of rules would pop up here. This is the this would be last rule, second last, and third last. And when we push these buttons, in the order that we push them, they will appear here. So the most recent button we've pushed would be here. The second most recent would appear here. The third most recent would appear here. And what we'd have to do is this red bar, this red cursor, would be somewhere along this bar. We'd have to get the green cursor by pushing these buttons to line up exactly with the red cursor, while making sure that the last thing we pushed here matched the required last button. Second last matched the second last thing we'd done, and the required third last matched the third last thing we'd done. And if these three rules were met and the cursors lined up, we would make our tool. Over here is the welding section. So you have to have two ingots which are of sufficient temperature. It'll say on the tooltip of the ingot whether you can weld it. And when you have the two ingots here, you press weld, and assuming you have some flux in this slot, you can weld them together to produce a double ingot. Now that is what we are actually going to be doing to make our first anvil, because we need 7 double ingots to make a copper anvil. You need to have at least the tier of anvil of the ingot that you want to work. So you can weld copper ingots on a stone anvil. You can't weld bronze ingots because those are a tier higher. So we can weld copper ingots. We can't make copper tools. To make copper tools, we need a copper anvil. That aside, I guess you guys are thinking we can still actually cast copper tools. I mean, that isn't taken away, but there are more things you can do on a copper anvil. In fact, the double ingots that you make here can actually be worked here into sheets, and you can either work those sheets or weld them into double sheets to be able to make copper armor. Same thing with all the other metals as well. The reason we're actually going to be making this copper anvil is probably just to be able to weld bronze ingots to make a bronze anvil, because the bronze anvil is what allows you to make wrought iron ingots, and so on, because once we get into iron, we're actually going to be getting somewhere. Most people actually, because bronze is strong, like significantly stronger than copper, most people will kind of hover around the bronze tier for a while. They'll make some armor, they'll make a lot of tools, and most people are pretty happy with that. Because working with iron is difficult and time consuming. We're going to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to make sure that you guys know how to do it yourselves. But it's not nearly as easy as it is to make copper or bronze. Just because you can cast copper and bronze tools into molds directly, where you can't actually you can't do that with iron. Yep. Yeah. You have to work iron into tools on an anvil. Can't avoid it. Yeah, I think, yeah. I just want to check our time here. Yeah, we have a little bit of time left. Yeah, we have like 5 more minutes. Five more minutes. Yep. You know what we could talk about for a little bit is Yeah, I mean, you guys know my my sword isn't doing that badly, but I want to show you bronze sword. So I mentioned earlier, there is a significant difference in the strength of copper and bronze tools. You'll see that this copper sword does 165 slashing damage, and the bronze sword does 220. So that's actually a significant jump. There's a more significant jump between copper and bronze than I would say between bronze and iron, and even more than between iron and steel. So getting to bronze is actually really important. And I don't think we're actually going to be making any more copper tools. Now that we found that cassiterite, we can start making bronze tools, and I think that'll last us quite a while. Alright. I actually want to make a few more tool racks. Okay. Pick, processor's pick, saw. Yeah, alright. I had kaolinite too, didn't I? Oh, I didn't actually mine it, I just saw it in the clip face. That's right. We have our cloth, we have our clay, cabbage seeds. Right, I came back for soybeans, because I'd like to get my protein up, and I don't really feel like sacrificing any of my sheep. Now we'll just keep this on us for a little bit. Okay. You know what? We're getting to the end of the episode. It may be time, soon at least, to light our kilns. Yep. Sequoia trees. Yeah, the sequoia trees are big, and they can be quite useful. You can't get saplings from them, though, so you gotta look at them as a limited resource. We will probably be cutting them down at some point to make charcoal pits, because charcoal pits require just so much wood. What do I have in here? Oh, I have some extra bricks. A few gems. Yeah, so next episode we're going to be working on the copper anvil. I'm going to make sure that I show you guys exactly. I'm not going to skip through it because I think it's important that we show every step. But after that, I think I probably will skip making the bronze and probably the iron as well. Alright, so I think that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.